Hold on, Steve. Hold on. What did you say? So what you're saying is you don't listen to garbage. Like what you'll do is if someone's speaking garbage, you'll just thumbs down it. You'll let your yay be yay and nay be nay and just move on if they are speaking garbage. I'm not going to subject myself with what Robin says anymore. It's all garbage. I'm not going to listen to anybody that speaks garbage. I'm just going to thumbs down them and move on. That's why I don't waste my time with Rab and Henry T's. It's Beersheba, Isaac and Abraham. Quite a brave little spider, don't you think? Hi, buddy. Hi. See, look, he waved at me. Where you going? Do you eat food? Like breadcrumbs? Huh? No, focus in. I think he wants to hang out with me or something. What do you think? What are you doing? What are you doing? Ah, leave me alone. Ah! Hey, what you doing? My little buddy? No fear. That's one bad little MFer, man. Bad dude. I'm gonna go, bud. All right. It was nice hanging out with you. No, you let me go. You're gonna have to let me go. I gotta go. I just realized I was recording him sideways. Whoops. It's way more precise than I could ever imagine. Brian Lunsford, when you said that, what if you were the only one that was the real I don't know, soul or spirit here in this? Basically, it's like a birthing matrix before you go to the next level, which is where everybody went after they died here. People that went up, they already died. Now, I don't know exactly what an archon is, but I would just assume it would be someone that lived on Earth when they were birthed from the beginning. Then once they died, they went up, and then they come back down here and walk among us in different bodysuits. Or maybe they were just placed in another eternal body living forever, but they look human.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going? I feel sorry for that guy. He has to hear that all day long. That's torture. Well, it's not far-fetched what you said, because there is a show, it's called The Truman Show. And everybody was just designed to do those things that it shows what they are. Like who's communicating with them. And then my brother said today, he's going, "Look, Rob, you sure you're not doing meth? Because, you sound, Billy, after I called up to him, it's like, you're like Joe, who's my sister's boyfriend, a conspiracy theorist, but he's like paranoid." So what I told my brother was, nah, see, here's the difference. I can think what I want about anybody, if they're involved with whatever or not, but I won't at this time, I won't treat them differently. If anything, I have more compassion for them because they're controlled. So that's the difference between thinking something that's so ridiculous that nobody would believe, but yet it's like everybody's in on it, so they believe you. Robin, stop trying to convince everybody. We already know. Oh, that's what my problem has been. I've been trying to convince everybody that I know that this is the Truman Show and you're all involved one way or another. We know, Robin. We already know that. So yeah, it's not hard to believe. And believe what you want on this planet. And say whatever you believe. Who's telling you not to anyway, besides your enemy? The same one that annoys me when I catch up to him. It ain't just me catching up to Billy or anybody else. I got to catch up to myself first, because I'm annoying to myself when I re-listen to myself. And as many times as I've re-listened to myself in videos doing timestamps to connect the dots with other people who are talking about what I did and said in those videos, that's why I watch myself so much. So thanks again to all those that communicate in this way, because it gets me to rewatch things and see where that enemy is. He's sneaky. He sneaks right into my own mind when I'm trying to explain to people how to get rid of him. And then you see he's there with me too. You gotta flatten him, level it out. That enemy is a bastard. It's not, I can't even call it a demonic, I can't call it like a Luciferian feeling that I have inside when I'm my enemy. And I can't say it's like the Christ spirit either for a Luciferian. If a Christ thought pops in your head and you consider that your enemy, it's more like, because I have both of those, like Stephen James DeShawn said, I have a half reptilian brain and Jonathan Kleck said that. Anyway, I think of both sides of the equation. I know, right? Well, what's the equation then? I don't know. I forgot. I just started rambling on. It's the Tower of Babel. So when Stephen James and Sean can't stop saying my name, it's because so the heavens declare the glory, right, about what's happening on earth right now through this channel, the communication channel. But what about on earth? What about if you're declaring the glory up there, but yet the glory you're declaring up there doesn't benefit anybody down here who the glory is coming from, so you can declare it. So in order to make things as it is in heaven, so shall it be on earth, declare the glory up there, down here. That way us people can enjoy it. Archons. How many people have I come across that you already made it to the other side and you're down here now, and you've already been through this? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to tell the humans, the us that are still birthed for the first time, you try to tell us how it's going to be when we die. It's literal. We're going to be up there because you guys are already down here. You have permanent bodies, don't you? But you're covering your bodies up with suits. I think because you guys up there, you have a different body that would look very unusual if you just let yourself be seen as the natural way that you've been resurrected, like a rolling stone. You guys are the rolling stones. You've already died, you've been in the tomb, the stone's been rolled back, you got out, you were resurrected, you went up to heaven. You guys are the rolling stones. Because you guys are the rock stars. You can come down here, hop in another suit, be a rock star. You own the planet. So these are like Rolling Stones and Beatles and Mick Jagger and everybody famous. Then you can even let other people hop into the same suit as the same rock star famous guy, and then you can be worshipped just like him. This is the most unusual thing that I think anybody can really go through. Talking about it before the proof even happens. There's no evidence of any of it. There's nothing that I can actually prove to anybody. And then again, I got to look at it. Well, what if you're the only one, Robin? Who are you trying to prove it to? Everybody already knows. You just move on with. Don't be so consumed about trying to prove it to everybody, because they're already in on it. And then even if that's not true, well, guess what? I still get to move on from something consuming me that I need to go spend more time, something more important to think about and do and focus on. Just like even if people in my family were in on it or not, just the thought of thinking that they may be eliminated the anger that I had for, like, I stopped curling my fist up and wanting to punch them all in the mouth because they were irritating me, because I was allowing them to irritate me. It got rid of the anger for them. And I seen it today. It was at every, it's like at every turn, action. But it's almost too good to be true that they would do that so much for me. I don't even, like, I'm honored, I really am. There's a tactic, it's called mirroring you. As soon as you walk out of the garage, somebody else mirrors you, either side by side or right in front of you. So I used to look at that as with irritation until I look at it more. Isn't that what you want them to do? Don't you want them to mirror you, Robin? I mean, not everything, but the direction that you're going. Don't you want them to mirror you? So why would you get irritated when someone's mirroring you? They just want to be close to you, Robin. They just want to get close to you. How do you not know some of them are these archons that are your biggest fans and they just hop in random suits just to come hang out with you? Because that's how we hang out with you. We talk to you through spirit. We know that you're going to be looked at as a Looney Tune, and we know that you can handle it because you've continually handled it, and you keep talking, and you're not going to stop until the indignation is finished. So when my brother said it today, you sure you're not doing meth? Nah, why would you ask that, Billy? You're not watching my videos, are you? Because you're not saying anything about anything that I'm saying in the video. However, to each his own. Everybody knows I have a YouTube channel. For God's sakes, I've annoyed people so much sending them my videos. So whatever I say after that, it's everything that I talk about, I'm going to talk about it to you the same way to your face. And I wasn't always like that, especially not when I started YouTube. I even said it sometimes, and I didn't even feel truly that way. I was trying to fake it until I made it. Because sometimes you can do that. You can just, pretend it's okay, and then, hey, you know what? It is okay. And then you just convince yourself that it's okay, and then you just created a different mindset for yourself than what you were brainwashed with in the beginning. So, nah, Bill, I don't do meth. But let's just say you were watching my video, or you know what I'm saying, and it is true. Do you think that I won't catch up to that as well? The Truman Show, everybody knew. So I look at it just like this. Everybody in the Truman Show, they were all in on it. And the way I see the Truman Show is everybody on the planet is controlled by the app or their ear or however it is that AI communicates with them to tell them to do everything to get in Truman's way. When Truman finally realized that, he stopped traffic because he's seen it everywhere. He even seen it with his wife. Now, I understand that the male-female system, this world, is some kind of birthing system where you're birthed here. Depending on what you do, you either go up or you go down. You're going to go somewhere. We're eternal beings. But while we're on this earth here, everybody's controlled by this app. And you can't prove it, though. So all I can do is I can just see it, explain it, have people like Stephen James DeShawn constantly make videos. Just, he has to continually reference mine. He doesn't have to. He wants to continually reference my name after so long of a period of time. For those that truly know exactly who he is, not everybody knows who everybody is. So, who is he? Well, that's for you to decide, not me. If someone keeps mentioning someone's name, even though it's like in a negative light, you're still ushering in someone's name that you've never heard before. And this person that has this high position that we all know, whoever's name he dishes out, we're either going to know who it is because he's going to be someone that he named, part of the group that he named, or it's going to be nobody we've ever heard of. Or it could be someone that we were expecting and he never knew. It could be a lifelong thing that's taken place. And it's almost like a dreamland world, because for me, I see the future coming, and all I can do is tell you about it, record it, tell you about it. I speak of it on my own because it helps me therapeutically just to talk it out loud, so I get it out of the way. And just in case if anybody thinks I may be fooled or tricked about something, I always let you know both sides of the story. If it's true, it's just what your job is. I'm not holding it against you. Who can believe what's happening here? I'm the one experiencing it, and I'd never experienced. So I'm trying to explain something that's never happened, and it's going to happen. Absolute, and I can't prove it until it happens. So in the meantime, I'm going to talk about it as if it's already happening, and it will happen. I can endure to the end. I've been trained for this, apparently, by God, to go through these things, to get here where the spark is. The idea for me is to not catch feelings one way or another towards how I feel about somebody that I know, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, you're part of it too? Because that's my enemy. What does it matter what people are? Just get out of your own head, Robin, and just focus in on just being yourself and just be neutral with things. Don't ever let Stephen James off the hook. You're a damn good fisherman, Robin. You've held onto that shark for years, but you've been trying to reel him in for years. Yeah, right. He got reeled in first. That's the hard thing to believe. Stephen James and Sean got reeled in first. Who was first? Between Peter or Paul? Who's a denier and a liar? Who has Satan in him? Exactly. See that? See, yeah. Confirmation again. Here's your identity. What do we do? Under attack. What do we do? I don't know. I don't know really what to make of the tree. Besides, it's a tree that's in the midst of the garden by itself, and it's planted there on earth. So this tree's from earth, and that tree's from heaven. So there's definitely two different, whether it's witnesses or not, the point is, I think, because there's all those mirrors, I think I counted 9 mirrors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Anyway, so there's 9 mirrors, And whatever these two trees do as they collide, should have brought some water. Whatever these two trees are doing together, the branches are going to mirror them. If these two trees are in charge, a beast from the earth, fallen angel from heaven coming down and colliding together, and that's the identity of the new race. Both of those sides are going to mirror, all the branches are going to mirror the tree, the roots. It's like everything was made before the foundations of the earth. Here you go. Here's the first tree that was created of God's world, where both sides collide. They come together, and everybody, all their branches and offsprings are going to mirror this creation right here. And it ironically enough, it only took 5 years from the time that I showed up on YouTube till now. What are the odds that anybody really understands this tree? I'm sure some people say, oh look, it's a tree falling down, like from heaven. There you go, yeah. Root and all. Or is it? That's not all the root, is it? Because isn't more the root, wouldn't it be bulked out, like the entire portion? Maybe that was cut off from the root and then they can grow something else. I think these two asteroids might be waiting for Liberty 1 and Liberty 2, the Twin Towers, to get destroyed on November 9th at 9:11 a.m. 2022. Because that would be a mirror image. That's kind of what that tree is. It's like a mirror image of itself, just a dark and a light. If there's two Davids, it's the dark one and the light one. The light one comes from heaven, from above. The dark one's already here on earth, like the evil David. Anybody know anybody? Anybody? Anybody know anybody that might remind them of someone that says that they are? And they may as well be. I don't know. It could be. He just may be telling us the truth. But because everybody knows he's such a liar, nobody's going to believe him. That's the greatest damn trick ever played on everybody, and I don't even know if I'm really alive. Am I even awake? Am I really in a matrix, inside of another matrix, and I'm just laying somewhere thinking I'm moving around? Because it seems like it's too good to be true, my vision, that's going to come true, that hasn't yet, to be a part of it and to be able to explain it all and go through it and see it. Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. But it's still disappointing at times to see the reality of what everybody is. And anyway, just like people going from male to female. Well, what spirit do you think you are? And are you a complete female spirit stuck in a boy's body, and you went and transformed into a female and now you feel at home? Well, this body's only temporary anyway, so doesn't mean you're going to go to hell and burn and die forever because it happened to you. It doesn't matter what the hell your flesh is. It's what are you doing inside of that flesh bag? You can rearrange your tree of life any way you want. the bottom line is, aren't we all born with something like that? Even women with the ovaries, isn't it the same thing, just inside out and upside down? Can you imagine if you thought, like, I remember when I had that cat, I still have him. So we thought it was a girl. So for a couple months, because the cats were outside of our house under our shed for 3 months until they finally went on their own. We only kept one of them. But we thought it was a girl the entire time. And then I realized it was a boy when we took him to the vet. And then it's the same thing with when you hop onto YouTube and you see different people behind masks, but they're really feminine or they're really female, or they're either female spirit or inside of a man's body but transformed to female, or it's really a female born as a female, never changed, or it's just an angel archon that it's neither male nor female. It's a spirit. I'm finding those spirits and I'm talking to them, and they know exactly what's happening on this planet because they have the script. All I can do is explain the script as I go through it, push the record button, and say, this is what I understand as of October 6th, 2022. Apparently the second 9/11 is still going to happen. Just not the World War. That would make more sense for the 21 days of absolute, complete, just the Bible is being played out. Here you go. These are the end days that Steve keeps prolonging and prolonging and prolonging because he knows he has a short time, and he keeps prolonging it and prolonging it because if you can believe there's more time, he prolongs his time in your mind. But then again, he could be telling the truth. Who knows? It's hard to believe a liar from the beginning, to believe he's actually telling you the truth.